It's been a while. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I am an alcoholic, and today I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I cannot be any more grateful. I want to personally invite you to come on down and hang out with us tomorrow night at 5747 East Pea Ridge Road in Huntington. If you're local to the Huntington, West Virginia area, it's our Crosstalk Friday. Crosstalk meetings are always very laid back and relaxed, just a group of drunks and drug addicts sitting around talking shop. Talking about what we did to get sober and what we're going to do to make sure we stay that way. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, 5747 East Pea Ridge Road in Huntington for our Crosstalk Friday. We'll see you there. I want to ask you, challenge you with a question this morning. How many people do you know in active addiction that have a success story to tell? How many people do you know in active addiction that when you talk to them, you walk away and you go, man, I want to be just like them? How many people do you know that have a happy ending while still in active addiction? I concede that there may be people in active addiction that have limited amounts of success periodically throughout their lives. That happened with me whenever I was actively drinking. I could look back and see that I had these little siloed successes, if you will, very limited amounts of success. But how many people can you think of that they're still in active addiction and they have a happy ending? I can't think of one, because their story's not over yet. Not over yet. I've never walked away from a conversation with somebody who's in active addiction with the warm fuzzies. Like me walking out of a movie theater, right? I never walked out of a movie theater, from a movie of active addiction anyway. I've never walked out of a movie theater where the guy gets the girl, the dog gets to live, and the fish finds a friend. It's never happened. See, addiction never has a happy ending. Period. Matter of fact, there's only one ending to addiction. And I 10 to 1 would bet you're not going to like that ending. That's where I was at. I remember being there thinking, well, I can manage my addiction. I thought I had successes. You may have people that you could think of that are currently in active addiction, and you're like, well, they got success. I concede that they may have limited amounts of success. But keep in mind, their story is still being told. Going back to that movie theater analogy, the drama is still playing out. If you're in active addiction, you could be thinking, hey, I've got all kinds of success here. Granted, you may, for now, but your movie is still being told. Your story is still being written. And fortunately for me, I walked into a room full of people, they'd already seen that movie play out. Matter of fact, they gave me the spoiler. Spoiler alert, they gave me the spoilers, right? It's like me watching the Titanic, watch the Titanic from 25 years ago, holy crap, and being shocked at how the movie ends. I knew when I walked in to watch the movie, I knew how the movie was going to end. I walked into the rooms of recovery, and fortunately, thank God, I had a bunch of people there who told me how my story was about to end. But they also told me it didn't have to end that way. So they also told me that I had a chance to rewrite my script, to rewrite my story, that it didn't have to end that way that it was heading for, that the ship didn't have to go down. Drew's Titanic didn't have to go down. They told me and showed me a way that allowed me to rewrite my movie, to rewrite my drama, to rewrite my life. Again, as I progressed throughout my addiction, I thought, well, I'm good. I can keep drinking, and I got all the success. But over time, as that movie played out, and it went longer and longer, I realized that all the success I had was just temporary, and it meant nothing in the grand scheme of things. Find a group of people that will tell you the truth, that will give you the spoiler alert that you're needing, that you're looking for. Find a group of people that will show you how to rewrite your life ending. Addiction never has a happy ending. Addiction will never have a happy ending. Not that I've ever found anyway. Now, granted, I know a ton of people that have been through active addiction. They've come out of active addiction, and they have a very successful life. And many of those people I like to call my friends. But active addiction never has a happy ending. If you're in active addiction right now, find that spoiler alert. Find a room of recovery. Go in, get the spoiler alert, sit down and rewrite your ending. Your life, your very life, could could very well depend upon it. So with that being said, I'll let you guys go. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys, absolutely keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative. And I know my family appreciates it as well. If there's a topic you'd like to hear discussed on these monologues, feel free to email it directly to me, Drew, D-R-E-W, at recoveryclassroom.org, and we'll take a look at it and see what we can do. So in the meantime, remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.